Please be seated. Vice-Chancellor, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the University of Central Lancashire's graduation ceremony, and we're delighted to be celebrating with you today the success of our fabulous graduates. We hope that you all have a day to remember. I now call upon our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Graham Baldwin, to say a few words.
Honorary Doctorate, honoured guests, families and friends, graduands, welcome to the University of Central Lancashire. It is a great pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony where we acknowledge and celebrate the achievements of our soon-to-be graduates. The past few years have been challenging for us all, and this cohort in particular has had its studies most affected by the pandemic. However, you have all shown great resilience during this time, which I know will stand you in good stead for the future. I'm delighted that we can now celebrate your achievements, and I trust that you enjoy both the ceremony and the celebrations that will, I am sure, go on afterwards with your families and friends. Your studies here have prepared you well, and I am sure you will find you now have a closer set of connections with the world around you. I hope, as well as achieving your qualifications, that you've also had a great experience, and that in years to come, as a member of our global alumni community, you will look back fondly on your time at the University of Central Lancashire and will keep in touch to share with us your successes. At our University Open Days, I point out that graduates tend to earn more over a lifetime than non-graduates. But more importantly, they tend to be healthier, happier, and to live longer. So remembering those facts will surely reassure you that the effort and the commitment that you have invested in the last few years was well worth it. Undoubtedly, you will all be in different positions at this moment in time. Some of you will be waiting to get your first graduate job. Some may have already started on your career path, or are changing career because of your new qualification. Or perhaps your new qualification will help you better yourself in the career that you already have. Whatever your situation, we know there will be many opportunities that lie ahead for you. So on behalf of all of us here today, and from the wider team at the University of Central Lancashire, I thank you for your future contribution. The personal characteristics that you have displayed to get you to this point today, energy, commitment, tenacity, and an open mind, will serve you well for the future and will help you to recognize and seize the opportunities that exist. So make sure you leave this hall today with confidence, ambition, and a desire to make a difference. You are the future leaders and high climbers in whatever occupation lies ahead for you. Life won't always be plain sailing, but during your studies, we hope that you will have acquired a toolkit that will help you to navigate choppy waters. Your studies have prepared you such that although you can't direct the wind, you can adjust the sails. Here at the University of Central Lancashire, we've always believed in helping people to seize every opportunity to flourish in education, at work, and for life. We're proud that by combining academic excellence and real-world teaching, we give our students the skills and experience that industry needs. That's why our talented graduates are in such high demand in the world, and we're delighted that we've created new possibilities for many thousands of our graduates during our near 200-year history. I hope that we have helped create the opportunity for your future success, ensuring that you have the relevant knowledge, skills, and experiences to thrive wherever you came from and wherever you go to next. I hope, too, that as part of your UCLan journey, you have felt that you have belonged here. It is important to us that our students feel safe, valued, welcomed, and included. Whoever you are, and wherever you are in life, here at the University of Central Lancashire, we believe there's always a way. So as you look to the future, Enjoy this moment, and particularly enjoy today. Share special memories with the friends you've made here and with your families who have been on this journey of learning with you. Talking of which, before we celebrate your success, can you please join me in a massive round of applause for all those special people, your family, your friends, and your tutors who have supported you and who are celebrating with you here today. Please join me. Now, all of the rest of the applause today is just for you. So for all of you who today become graduates of the university, I extend my warmest congratulations on your achievements. You have been taught by a dedicated group of academic staff who devote their professional lives to the teaching, learning, and development of our students. You have also been supported by many highly dedicated and professional staff members who, whilst they often do not teach directly, have provided the service and the infrastructure that have made your success at the university possible, and I would like to thank them all on your behalf. I am confident that you will bring not only real economic and social benefit to yourself, but also to the communities of which you are members. So whatever you do next, and wherever in the world your journey leads, on behalf of everybody at the University of Central Lancashire, very well done and good luck for a happy and successful future. We are very proud of you. Let me leave you with a quote from the playwright Oscar Wilde, which I think is particularly appropriate for today's ceremony. You can never be overdressed or overeducated. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, the University Board confers an honorary fellowship on Patrick Grant. Vice-Chancellor, Patrick Grant has made outstanding contributions to the British clothing and textile industry and offered extensive support to this institution. Patrick studied materials science and engineering at the University of Leeds and went on to study for an MBA at Oxford University. Whilst at Oxford, Patrick saw an opportunity to buy historic Savile Row tailor Norton and Sons. Under Patrick's leadership, Norton and Sons became amongst the most admired of London's tailors, working with celebrated designers such as Kim Jones, Alexander McQueen, Christian Louboutin, and Christopher Kane, as well as leading luxury brands like Rolls-Royce and Cartier. Following the success of Norton and Sons, Patrick relaunched the storied London sporting tailor E. Torts as a ready-to-wear brand, earning himself Menswear Designer of the Year in 2010, as well as the BFC GQ Designer Menswear Fund in 2015. In 2015, Patrick took over ailing Lancashire textile business Cookson and Clegg, saving it from closure. And in 2016, he launched Community Clothing in response to the extreme challenges facing the British clothing and textiles industry. This initiative sought to offer consumers affordable, ethical, and sustainable clothing, and by doing so, create and sustain thousands of skilled jobs in the UK's textile communities. Since 2013, Patrick has been a judge on BBC One's BAFTA-nominated The Great British Sewing Bee, which is now in its 8th series. Patrick has provided support at UCLAN at events such as the Leaders in Residence Network launch. He is a Fellow of the Royal Society of Arts and serves as co-chair of His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales's charity, Future Textiles. Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the University Board, it is with great pleasure that I present Patrick Grant for the award of Honorary Fellow from the University of Central Lancashire.
Well, thank you very much indeed. It's an enormous honour to receive this award. I would like to thank the university and the Vice-Chancellor and everybody else behind it. The textile industry has been incredibly important to Lancashire's past, and I think it can be incredibly important in Lancashire's future. I think we have the opportunity to create a vibrant industry here that changes the world for the better. Sustainability is a big problem in fashion. I think some of you in this room will find yourselves, I hope, playing a part in making it a positive industry for the future. I want to wish every graduate the very, very best of luck. I want to offer my congratulations on getting through what has been a tough few years. I hope you all go on to careers that are positive and productive. I hope you decide to follow your hearts rather than necessarily your wallets. I want you to be proud, and I want you to make your family and friends proud of the careers you go into, because I feel proud of what I've done, and I know that it gives me a great deal of satisfaction every day to think that. So I wish you the very best. Thank you again. Bye.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentation of graduands will now take place. Graduands, it is now time for your moment of glory. For your health and safety, we'll be offering you a glove to wear before you go on stage to shake hands with the presiding officer. If you would prefer not to shake hands, please give a formal nod to the Vice-Chancellor. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Social Work, Care and Community. James Paris, for a thesis entitled The Idea of African Art. African Aesthetics and the Everyday, Community Healing and Living, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to James Edward Paris. Master of Arts in Professional Practice with Children and Young People, Ailsa Jane Dollard Miller. Demi Lee Jessica Heath. Laura Louise Holt. Edwina Whitaker. Master of Arts in Contemporary Practice with Children and Young People, Matthew Green. Master of Arts in Social Work, Emanuela N.J. Amezium. Deborah Chinemerem Enyewangu. Claire Louise Bezic. Jodie Elizabeth Burke. Kimberly Ann Jarvis. Nabizana Mugiwera. Nadia Shah. Courtney White. Master of Science in Applied Public Health, Sujan Maharajan. Postgraduate Certificate in Mental Health Practice, Lee Martin Meadows. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Social Work, Mohammed Sueb Ali. Emma Rachel Clough. Donna Marie Duckworth. Danielle Fairclough. Sarah Louise Gain. Safia Khan. Stephanie Ann Margerison. Jordan David Savage. Nuala Mary Sutton. Rachel Victoria Warner. Patricia Whitehead. Donna Zizenis. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Children's Schools and Families, Safa Ahmad. Marine Bibby. Lamu Potokoka. Kelsey Megan Cook. Raisha Ilyas Ishmael Dalal. Sarah Dalton. Olivia Faye Doyle. Karen Nisha Hafaji. Ikra Iqbal. Senia Javed. Elizabeth Fatuma Katembi. Mariam Parvez. Matthew Pollard. Jessica Sheila Thomas. Melissa Jade Wilkinson. Lindsay Ward. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Social Work, Mariam Nasreen Ahmed. Sophie Ruth Allen. Sumya Aslam. Amanda Jane Atherton. Kate Beasley. Emma Jane Bradley. Sabine Indigo Brewster. Demi Michelle Brearley. Christina Burke. Ellie Wendy Callahan. Lisa Leanne Horrocks. Leah Chikengetsa Shariwa. Leighton Charles Corty. Hannah Maria Crabtree. Sana Dita. Gemma Ann Fitzpatrick. Adele Fothersgill. Natalie Elizabeth Gibson. Harriet K. Gowan. Victoria Guest. Emma Louise Holt. Heather Elizabeth Jackson. Nicole Jackson. Carly Jones. Harisa Kauser. Kylie Kelly. Elizabeth Emma Lilly. Ellie Lomax. Afsa Mahmood. Emma Jane Martin. Virginia Mason. Kenneth Iqbal Massey. Carla Milligan. Anna Maria Mojaska. Emma Ormerod. Hannah Ruth Parsons. Rebecca Michelle Pickering. Atia Parvin Kados. Parry Kaynor. Megan Kate Ramsden. Siobhan Bernadette Roebuck. Sophie Jade Rutter. Alicia Allison Sargent. Shauna Schofield. Lucy Harriet Scott. Safa Sania Shah. Joanne Elizabeth Slamon. Nicola Louise Taylor. Sarah Jane Warne. Heather Ward. David James Watkinson. Polly Eliza Whitcomb. Stephanie Yates. Louise Jane Huddart. Yasir Mahmood. Rebecca McPartland. Lauren Joanna North. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Community Leadership, Bernadette Georgina Smith. Leanne Charmaine Stillings. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Community and Social Care Policy and Practice, Benjamin Adelei. Funmai Alakija. Chloe Marie Bissett. Jordan Jane Clark. Samantha Clark. Chloe Natasha Clark. Emily Ann Collette. Elspeth Beatrice Dennison. Victoria Grace Fallon. Asma Iqbal. Bethany Lauren Judge. Maria Luisa Tembe Moreno. Lauren Marie Williams. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Children's Schools and Families, Elaine Cowan. Michelle Louise Cookson. Deborah Jane Dodgson. Amy Ferguson. Jennifer Lucy Hutchinson. Lisa Jane Juniper. Suzanne Knowles. Isabel Kate Lord. China Leah Meredith. Hayley Sarah Moorcroft. Madeline Eve Pennington. Shannon Caprice Roberts. Saskia Justine Turner. Evangelina Watkin. Felicity Jane Wood. Jack Martindale Wren. Foundation degree in art in children, young people and their services, Esther Ann Butler. Sarah Errington. Lauren Ann Ismay. Emma Louise Wills. Foundation degree in arts in community leadership, Danielle Ann Dawson. This is a posthumous award in an MA in Social Policy for Gerard Seal. Vice-Chancellor, I'm honoured to award a posthumous Master of Arts in Social Policy on behalf of the School of Social Work, Care and Community to Gerard Seal. Jed originally began his studies at UCLan a few years ago on the BA Social Work, and this is when I first recall meeting him in lectures on the Social Justice module, where he sat at the front asking questions with a big grin on his face. I liked him straight away. After a while, Jed decided that social work wasn't for him, and he transferred across to the BA Social Policy and Sociology programme, which suited him much better, and where he excelled, eventually graduating with first-class honours in 2019. This was a considerable achievement, and we were all delighted for him. Like many students at the university, Jed came to higher education as a mature student, with great ability, talent, and potential. His achievement is testimony to the value of giving people a chance to show how much they can achieve, and Jed proved that so well. Having achieved a first-class honours on his BA, Jed progressed to study on the MA in Social Policy, which is being awarded today. Jed was a popular student amongst his peers and academic colleagues. He was an excellent contributor in classroom discussions with a great sense of humour. I can picture him sat with his arms folded and smiling away after setting off a debate amongst his classmates after offering a thought-provoking contribution. Social policy deals with highly debated, strongly contested opinions, and Jed revelled in this. But he always did so in a cordial spirit. He cared about others, and in many chats on Teams during the long COVID lockdowns, he would ask how other students were and how they were getting on. Jed certainly liked to chat, and in discussions with his tutors, they'd often talk about anything and everything, with football being a particular favourite topic of his. His allegiance to Manchester United was never in any doubt. Simply put, Jed was an excellent student and a really good bloke. We miss him and salute his achievements in awarding his MA today. Here's to you, Jed. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards for the School of Social Work, Care and Community.
Vice-Chancellor. On behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Dentistry. For a thesis entitled Polymers and Composites with Antimicrobial Activity, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Ella Nicole Gibbons. For a thesis entitled Baseline Testing to Aid Detection of Concussion in Professional Cricket, for the degree of Doctor in Philosophy is awarded to Gregory Salmons. Master of Science in Endodontology, Shaitan Dinubai Mistry. Master of Science in Clinical Implantology, Jim Aussie. Antonios Trigonakis. Bachelor of Dental Surgery, Ayaz Ahmed. Mohammed Ishaq Ahmed. Melanie Elizabeth Bennett. Priyanka Barwaj. Sven Matthias Butson. Amina Shahid Kohan. Shannon Cole. Abigail Charlotte Cowley. Charlotte Emma Craggs. James William Edwards. Rasheen Fatima. Mark Stewart Fishwick. Zahara Galani. Saeed Sohaib Hassan. Rona Kaki. Charlotte Emily Lingard. Felicity Charlotte Claire Miller. Fiona Louise Moore. Sarah Mukhtar. Kate Owen. Palna Panchara. Anika Kaur Pearson. Sashi Rekha Tadi. Jokita Trivedi. Isabel Emma Wallentrap. And for our Bachelor of Science with Honours in Clinical Dental Technology, Tanya Maya. Sarah Pristine Okinado. Lena Amelia Nicole Roger. Emily Thomas. Agnieszka Zlotnica. And with a Bachelor of Science with Honours in Dental Therapy, Shan Kuiper. Arij Doza. Hannah Jarvis. Victoria Nina Malik. Olivia McIver. Ella Lowry Knock. Charlotte Parrott. Bethany Smithson. Alexandra O'Leary. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards for the School of Dentistry.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentations are completed. I call on Katie Sanderson, Vice President Activities from the Students' Union, to respond on behalf of graduates awarded today.
Firstly, I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate you all on this amazing achievement. Getting to this moment in an academic year, which threw many challenges your way, was not easy. It is no doubt a result of your hard work, determination, and sacrifice. You should all be very proud of yourselves. I would also like to say a special thank you to our course reps and school presidents who have volunteered their time alongside their studies to represent the views of students on their course, work with staff on resolving issues, and contribute greatly to the student experience of the students that they represent. If you have been a course rep or school president at any point during your time at UCLan, please stand while we give you a round of applause. I remember lots of things about when I arrived in Preston in 2017. It was raining, it was dark, and it was freezing. And it was absolutely terrifying because I didn't know if I would fit in. Before you come to uni, there's all those reassuring articles that you read about, everyone being in the same boat and everyone feeling nervous. And maybe we all felt like this. But the fear that I could be here without really belonging here was almost too much to bear. For some of us, it was getting involved in a society that got us through. For others, it was a part-time job, or the field trips, or the seminar groups, or the halls of residence that helped us feel a part of something. For me, it was sport. Women's football and women's rugby, where I got the acceptance, the skills, and the confidence to really grow as a person. Now, I'd love to say that it was a university that did that to me, or the Students' Union that changed me. And it is true that without the buildings and the Wi-Fi and the timetables and the sports facilities, none of it would have happened. But there's nothing like a global pandemic to remind us of what really makes the difference. Because when the buildings and the Wi-Fi and the timetables and the sports facilities are taken away, all we have left is each other. It's the student that encourages another student to join the club. It's the housemate that checks in on you to see if you're okay. It's the course mate that reassures you that you're on the right track. We make this university. In 2017, I wasn't sure if I belonged here. Now, here in 2022, I still don't think I belong in this stage, but I do think I belong at this university. My university. Our university. And whatever we do next, wherever we go to work or study or live, I want us all to do what you did for me. Let's develop the systems and the structures that make disabled people feel accepted. Let's create the funding and the programs that mean people without masses of money or rich relatives can thrive at university. And on this special day in Preston, let's not just be pleased that we made it. Let's make sure that the people that come after us can make it too. I understand that the graduate world may seem like a scary place, and you may not know what lies ahead, but that is okay. You don't have to have it all figured out just yet. Life has a way of changing, and no matter what you decide for your next steps, I have no doubt that you will all be amazing. Just remember to have compassion for yourself and others. There is no script to life. Take all the qualities that you have learned throughout your journey and continue to better yourselves each day. There is no such thing as perfection, and life is not a race. You and you only have the power to dictate your life, and just remember, you've made it this far. When things seem scary or difficult, just remember how far you've come already, and there's no stopping you now. Go and be amazing and continue to do yourselves proud. Graduation is not the end, it is the beginning. I wish you all the very best for the future, and once again, congratulations.
We are delighted to have with us today our very own university choir, which is made up from representatives of all years on the music theatre course. Due to the pandemic, our choir was not able to join us at the graduation ceremonies last year, but it is wonderful to have them back at our celebration today. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the UCLan Chamber Choir.
There's been so many things that have held us down.
But now it looks like things are finally coming around, yeah.
I know we got a long, long way to go.
And when we'll end up, I don't know.
But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna get ourselves together. We're gonna polish up our act, yeah.
And if you've ever been held down before, I know that you refuse to be held down anymore. Don't you let nothing, nothing stand in your way. I want you to listen, listen.
To every word I say, every word I say.
Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move.
Huh.
Ain't no stopping us now. We've got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. We've got the groove.
I know you know someone who's got a negative vibe.
And if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside, yeah.
They really don't have nowhere to go.
Ask them where they're going. They don't know.
But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna get ourselves together. We're gonna polish up our act, yeah.
And if you've ever been held down before, I know that you refuse to be held down anymore. Don't you let nothing, nothing stand in your way, in your way. I want you to listen, listen.
Every word I say now.
Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. We're on the move. Yeah. Ain't no stopping us now. We've got the groove.
We got the groove. I said we got the groove.
Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. We've got the groove.
Yeah. Oh, you know we got the groove.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Today is, of course, a momentous occasion for everyone here, and we need to make sure we celebrate in the most appropriate way. Family and friends, there's a great photo and video opportunity coming up, so you might want to get your cameras at the ready. Could I please ask all the graduates to stand and take off your mortarboards? This will be a great relief to many of you, as I've seen how precariously some of them have been balancing on your heads. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to throw your mortarboards up into the air in recognition of all your hard work and achievements. However, Please, please be careful. You don't want to throw it too high or too far or hit someone with it. And there's an extra special reason to be careful, because it is now your mortarboard for you to keep and take home. So, on a count of 3, I want you to throw your mortarboards in the air and give a big cheer. And then we will all follow with a further 3 cheers. 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. If you could please sit down for one last time whilst I explain the final stage of this amazing special day. As we bring this ceremony to a close, I would like to thank everyone who has been involved in making today such a happy and memorable occasion and sharing this special day with our university community. The platform party will now leave the stage, and graduates, you will shortly be processing out of the hall past a guard of honour in the central aisle. A university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. And please make sure you take all of your belongings with you. Guests, please may I ask that you all remain seated until the graduates and platform party have left the hall. You will then be guided through the doors at the side by the ushers to rejoin your graduate in our new University Square for post-ceremony celebrations. Thank you.
Tonight, I'm gonna